What is going on? It is the Devine brothers, the DSG. We are here. It has been a couple weeks since we last streamed. I think about 3 weeks. Obviously, the holidays happen. New Year's, new year for the pod, man, and New Year for the Padres. And unfortunately, not a lot of good news has been happening in Padres land. Before we get into it, shout out everybody in the chat real quick. I see all the homies are in here. Respect. Appreciate you guys watching. We're going to tell it how it is. Me and Mike said this before the app. We don't work for the Padres. We have no ties with the Padres other than just being fans. So we're going to give you the fan perspective. That's all we're going to do. We're not journalists either. So people who are like, oh, DSG, are you guys going to read 93 pages of the lawsuit? Or are you going to do all this shit? We're going to read most of it. I read most of the lawsuit. I read all the big shit. I read most of the shit.
I read a lot of it.
We're not journalists. We're not Padres employees. We're going to tell you what we really feel. And if you agree with us, more power to it. If you don't agree with us, we don't really care.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Here's how we living.
Living good, man. Living. I think today was kind of a bombshell. It's never a good thing when your team hasn't made any moves in the offseason. And the big news is that there's a struggle for ownership. And the people that are currently the owners aren't spending money. And the person who wants the ownership to continue a vision is the one who wants to spend money on the team. So we're basically in purgatory, which is unfortunate because it doesn't look like there's any contracts to be given out right now.
Dude, we're fucked.
Like any moves are being made. So all the eggs are in the Sasaki basket. What I will say, is I do feel for AJ Preller. I feel for AJ Preller.
I have a Preller take.
I think no one's come out of this offseason so far looking as good as AJ Preller because everyone's like, why isn't he making any moves? And then this story comes out right around the new year, and everyone's like, he can't make any moves because of these fucking numbnuts brothers. These losers, absolute fucking frauds. They don't even live in San Diego. These are the guys that are holding back the team. We were a step away. We were a Dylan Cease disaster class away.
We also didn't score any runs.
Game one.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bad.
3-0 on a Machado home run.
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you in the sense that we were a Shohei pitch away.
Now, you give up a 3-run home run in game one. That was a disaster class of an outing. If you get a 3-run lead on the road in a hostile environment, you have to hold that. Dylan Cease did not. Gave them back the energy. Rest is history. Dodgers won the World Series. We choked an opportunity that was probably our best opportunity that we've had in our lifetimes. Actually, the best opportunity.
Easily.
We've had. Choked that away. We're on the doorstep knocking. The team is looking good. All we have to do is maybe add a couple pieces. And these fucking dimwits literally are slowing everything down. They have no ties. On that list, they were 6th and 7th of people that Peter wanted to take over the team. It's literally out of succession, dude. It's out of fucking... They're trying to give this shit away to Tom Wamsgams. Seriously. Give me a fucking break.
It's an insane story. So these guys... We knew Tom Siedler because Tom Siedler would show up and would be with Peter and stuff. We watch every single Padres game, bro. We've watched every single Padres game for 10 plus years, have been watching Padres baseball our entire lives. When the fuck did Peter Siedler start getting a brother named Bob and Matt? Motherfucker, my name's Matt. I would have known that. I would have known that he had a brother named Matt Siedler or Siedler. This is insane, dude. I was scrolling Twitter today, and this report comes out. I thought it might have been a fake account, and for whatever reason, it's real, dude. And I'm like, what awful timing with Roki. I see a lot of people in the chat. Also appreciate everybody with the chat. I'm be honest, man. With Roki, this doesn't look good. Dude.
No.
I'm not saying it's over, but it's like, yo, if I'm Roki Sasaki, I'm the most coveted free agent on the market. I could pick wherever I want to go. I could legitimately just be like, why would I go to this mess right now? They're not spending any money.
Matt,
Mike, hey,
Matt,
real quick.
All right.
Let me cook.
I'll let you cook. That was a bad. You're cooking. You're cooking nothing right now. You're cooking dog shit. That cook made no sense.
What?
Like,
why would he join? Why would he join this
there's
team?
the financial. You said they're not spending like it doesn't matter. The team has already got a bunch of money. Our payroll.
Motherfucker wants to win.
Listen,
dude. Why would you? If you're Roki Sasaki, why would you join this team if their ownership is having a fucking Succession episode? They have spent $900,000 this offseason on Tyler Wade, and that's it.
Okay, first off, no disrespect to T. Rizzy. Second, I do agree with you in theory, right? But from a fit standpoint, he gets to come in and essentially be the ace right off the bat. He's not the third stringer. Depends on how much this guy wants to be the guy. If he's okay with being the third best arm in LA, Shohei, Snell, Roki, fair, or actually fourth, Yamamoto. If he wants to be number 4 starting the year, or does he want to be an opening day starter? That's something he has to decide, okay? Because he has an actual opportunity. If he comes and we trade Dylan Cease, he has a possibility of being an opening day starter. A possibility.
Yeah.
Probably not going to happen. Michael King's going to be the opening. He has a possibility.
Mike, let's be honest. This report comes out. What is your honest percentage of Roki signing with the Pods?
It hasn't wavered from my initial.
Are you? It hasn't wavered.
I gave you 10%. I gave you 10% 3 fucking weeks ago. It's still 10%.
Okay.
Still 10%.
Respect. Hey, Mike, this team hasn't spent shit. They haven't spent shit this offseason. I don't think he's coming, to be completely honest.
10%? You think I think he's coming?
I would love him to come. I don't think he's coming. What I'm saying is these two brothers, the John and Matt Siedler, or whatever the fuck their names are, if they said, they have a quote, I'm going to start showing some stuff right now. They have a quote that says that they're like, yo, we believe in our brother's legacy. Motherfuckers, you guys have cut payroll last year. And then this year, you're not doing shit. Like, what do you mean you believed in his legacy? Like, hey, for better or for worse, Peter wanted to win, and he gave out some crazy contracts. I'm not saying you need to. I'm not saying you have to sign Pete Alonso and every offseason make these crazy deals. But I want a consistent ownership approach that shows, hey, I want to be in it year in and year out. Because, hey, guess what? LA's building a fucking juggernaut up there. They're probably going to win the West every year, just like they have. That's not the issue. Because we can make the wild card with a good team. And if you make the wild card with a good team, you can win the World Series. You 100% can.
I'm with you. Listen, I don't understand why people just like people in the chat today, no disrespect to anybody. I can't remember who posted it, but they said like, oh, the trust released a statement saying they're going to continue the legacy. That's bullshit. No one is ever going to come out and say, actually, you know what? We're not going to continue the legacy. We're going to write this to the fans. It's not the way it works. Listen,
I'm showing you something real quick. And this is exactly, I'll let you cook, but
yeah, show it. I'm down for you to pull it up.
All right, you see this? Clark. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I don't see that.
You got it?
Let's see. It's loading. Yeah, no, I see it.
I made it bigger. All right, this is guys, if you're in the chat watching, Kevin AC posted this from the Peter Siedler Trust, which pretty much means his non-Shield family, right? So his brothers and extended family. I'll read it if you don't know how to read, I guess, which is fine if you don't. We appreciate you watching. A lifelong baseball fan, seasoned business executive, and current minority owner. John has the right experience and shares Peter's vision for the Padres. One, who the fuck is John, dude?
Matt,
I'm telling you.
You can't even find a fucking picture of this guy on the internet. I've looked it up. You cannot find a picture of John Siedler. Who is he?
So
is he a fake person?
Bro, he's AI. He's AI John. Is that what we should call him? Should we call him ChatGPT John? ChatGPT John.
No LinkedIn. No photos of himself on the internet. How are you a lifelong baseball fan if your fucking brother owned a team? They made it to the NLCS. They've had playoff series at home, and you're not pictured in one goddamn photo. How are you a lifelong baseball fan?
No, make it make sense. You're spinning, bro. Keep cooking.
Your brother is an owner. How are you a lifelong That's every fucking brother's dream is your brother to be an owner. Are you kidding? If it's not you, your brother does it. And then you get to go to every game in the box. How is he not pictured?
Bro,
One time.
Bro, he doesn't have a LinkedIn. How are you a business executive without a LinkedIn?
No sense.
How are you a business executive without a LinkedIn? That makes no sense.
Jesus
Bro.
Christ, man.
Also, Pat Man has a great comment. Matt talking about people not being able to read, then immediately stumbling over a few words. Yeah, I set myself up for a disaster there. Hooked on Phonics. That should be our first sponsor of the show. So ensure the best. Where were we at? Ensure there is a consistently competitive team on the field and a best-in-class fan experience with the goal of bringing championship caliber. Not a championship, by the way.
Caliber.
A championship caliber
Look
baseball.
forward to pursuing. Look at this fucking
hey,
wording.
These guys, and like I said, we at the DSG are not journalists. We don't work for the Padres. We are just fans who care way too much, just like everybody who's probably listening and watching. Fuck these guys, bro. Fuck them. Dude, where were you for the last 10 years your brother owned the team? Sheila Siedler is always there, man. She's always there. Her family, those kids, Peter. I remember when there were games, spring training games, Dominican Republic, they would go on these crazy trips. Sheila would go, bro.
Yeah.
Sheila would be, there's reports in there that she was in meetings with Scott Boras. She was in meetings. You ask John fucking Chat GP John, whatever the fuck that guy's name is, who Scott Boras is, he'll be like, oh, is he running for president? I don't know who Scott Boras is. He's not a lifelong baseball fan,
Green
bro.
Party
He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything, bro. I'm over these whack-ass fucking Succession wannabe, fake AJ and Dean Spanos wannabe fucking crooks that come in and start just absolutely being like out of the blue, bro. Dude, the last 5 years of Padres baseball have been electric. Electric, bro. You get Toddy, you get Manny, you start bringing in these guys, even Xander, bro, and you see all this stuff, and you build this community. You build this, from the ground up, pretty much. Because, dude, we would go to games when we were in college and high school, man. That shit was not, the old ownership, that shit sucked. Let's be completely honest. Bad baseball being played, not a lot of fun. The colors sucked. Fan experience wasn't great. They changed that, bro. And what does Sheila Siedler want to do? Sheila Siedler wants to continue her widowed husband's, her dead husband's legacy. That's all she wants to do. It's not like she's like, oh, I need to take over this. And she wants to continue. What does she want to do by continuing it? Invest in the product. What do these fucking losers that came out of nowhere want to do? Not spend any money, get their pockets fat, and then screw this baseball team. Bro, the dude's wife is a fucking Dodgers fan. About to show you that video too.
Yeah.
Wife is... Okay, I'm going to show you a few videos about this Alicia Siedler, who she in the report, by the way, had a comment. Allegedly had a comment where she said some racial stuff to Sheila Siedler. You could look at the report. Not my place to talk about this. I'm going to show you the video of her, though, which is my place to talk about.
Yeah.
So you own a baseball team. Your family owns a fucking baseball team, Mike.
Let's hear
and you're a fan of the rival team.
You know
hear that?
You know what's funny, Matt? And actually, I don't know if I should. I'll keep this off the record. Well, I'll tell you this after. But one, she does look like a little bit the female dodgeball player in the movie Dodgeball. A little bit. Do you kind of see that a little bit?
A little bit.
If she grew a unibrow, like she kind of looks like she'll go out there and go head to head with Vince Vaughn. But she sucks. She sucks. Everything about this chick, her fucking stupid ass son. Wear a fucking Padres hat, you dork. Look at that dork on that side, dude.
Hey,
that dork. Your team your family owns a fucking team, and you're at the Dodgers.
Mike. It's as simple as this, bro. You own a baseball team. Your family owns a baseball team, dude. If you like another baseball team, please don't have it be the team's fucking rival. Are you fucking kidding me? And I know all this stuff about like, oh, they're an O'Malley family, all this crazy shit.
I'll tell you what, Alicia's not O'Malley. I'll tell you what, Alicia's not O'Malley.
She had to be, and this is another thing on Alicia Siedler. And hey, if we get I don't even think this could get us in trouble, but we're going to show you another video of Alicia Siedler real quick that, in my opinion, everybody's into whatever they're into, and we're not going to judge you on that. But tell me,
I haven't seen the video you're about to show. I'm kind of excited. You froze up a bit. Let me see.
Sorry about that. Let me share it real quick. But dude, if you own a baseball team, how can you be a fan and like an outward fan of another team, and let alone the other team be the team that's literally the rival of the team you own? That has to be a conflict of interest, bro. Like that makes no sense. Damn, it's being slow loading right now, but pretty much, let's see.
Hey, chat. Oh, dang. Why are you swearing so much? Yeah, sorry, Hope Springs Eternal. We'll keep it in check. We've been letting the swears fly. We gotta watch that. I don't know. Is that Deb Devine in the chat? Is that who just asked that? Sorry,
Chill,
Mom.
Bro. Chill, bro. No, sorry about that. We'll stop cursing as much. This is the video of the new owner of the pod, I guess, that we had no idea.
Chick looks like the girl in the back looks like Dee from Always Sunny.
Chocolate.
Dude, what the fuck?
No, see? Hey, don't curse, bro.
Oh, yeah, I mean, sorry. I think that was worthy. What is going on? Is this like, are they burning incense?
Did you just say innocence, bro?
I said incense.
I thought you said, are they burning innocence?
Are they burning innocence? Yeah, they're burning innocence. What are you talking about?
Bro, this lady is a weirdo, dude. And hey, I am a very open book. I have friends that are, do a lot of crazy stuff. This is weird. And this was on her live Instagram story before she made it private. The other video of her being a Dodgers fan was on it. And then I got to give the guy credit who posted this. He posted a lot of good videos. So I apologize. Let me do this real quick because I don't like not giving credit. Sack Bunt Chris. This dude, Sack Bunt Chris. Shout out Sack Bunt Chris. Great detective work.
Props to Chris for getting those videos off before she closed that out. And you know what, Matt? It's a little bit like the silence from the FS1 hosts, right? When you go silent or you block off the account, you're usually in the wrong. Okay, she knows she's in the wrong. She knows she's in the wrong.
JD, the reason why we're criticizing these guys is because we don't like them. That's completely the reason why we're criticizing.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. JD,
they're also trying to screw our favorite baseball team. Trust me, if they were getting us a couple free agents, hey, keep burning that incense, baby. Hey, I'm all good. Hey, I don't like.
Also, JD,
that's why we're criticizing.
The reason we're criticizing her is because she allegedly made racist comments to Shiel Siedler, so she deserves the cooks. In the case that is accurate, which I, based off the, what was said.
Nick Punto to the pod is great.
Nick Punto.
Let's take it down a deep breath real quick. 120 people in the YouTube chat, a lot of people on Twitter. Appreciate all you guys. As you can tell, it's a Monday night. A lot of people in this chat. Why? A lot of people care about the pods, man. Pods won organization of the year. Every game was sold out last year, man. Tuesday night against the Marlins. Brother, we don't want to become the Marlins again. We were the Marlins. That's why we care. We've witnessed, and I'm going to talk about the relocate word real quick. The word I really hate, honestly. It's one of my least favorite words in the English language. We've witnessed the Padres being irrelevant. Like, honestly, super irrelevant. And that sucks, dude. Witnessing an owner come into San Diego, especially after what Dean Spanos and the Chargers did, and invest and create something and bring in the Manny Machados of the world. Let AJ cook. Let AJ make those trades. Has been incredible, dude. Has been incredible. We're a good baseball team still. We're a couple moves away in the next 2 weeks. That's a World Series contender with a couple moves, to be completely honest. This team is not bad. The fact that you have this brand new ownership trying to take over and these guys don't care about investing is whack, dude. It's whack. It is whack. Eric Kutspenda just became John Siedler, ChatGP John. These guys suck, dude. These guys suck. And as true passionate fans, you should be pissed.
Yeah.
What? We have had season tickets for 5 years.
Yeah, they've gone up in price every year.
And that's fine. I get it. It's the price of doing business. That being said, dude,
I have one point that I think is kind of, valuable. And something very interesting is when they announced John Siedler as the new chairman of the Padres, wouldn't you expect maybe an introductory conference to the fans? Hey, I'm John Siedler. I'm the new owner. This is our vision. The guy hasn't fucking said anything. He hasn't even sent an email saying he's excited to be the owner. People are paying money for season tickets in advance, and this guy isn't even doing the due diligence of welcoming the fans and saying hello. That is a clear issue. Who is the most visible person? It's funny. I'll tell you what. Grepner's gone real silent lately, but I'm not. That's a different conversation. That buddy hasn't made a peep. He hasn't made a peep.
Hey, I don't. That's the one guy. That's the one guy we can't cook if we ever want any love.
Listen,
any love at those games.
Everyone, listen. Equal hands for everybody if you deserve them. I'm just saying he hasn't said anything. There's no positive or negative. He just hasn't said anything. He's acting like nothing's happening. I respect it. That's probably his job. Shield, for example, she is the visible person of the Padres fan base. No one knows John. No one knows Matt. No one knows Bob. These guys don't exist to us. They don't exist to us. Why would they get ownership of this team? Obviously, it has to play out in court. There's a whole trust and estate. I get that. But
it just sucks that we have to. Hey, the reality is the fact that this is a conversation right now.
It sucks for Shield and it sucks for their kids. Did you see that part of the what do you call it? Lawsuit where they said that the kids aren't welcome in the owner's box anymore?
Yeah, I mean, also that kind of stuff's crazy, bro. Like, I feel bad, honestly, for the entire family with this coming into court and being in public. That being said, I care more about the Padres than family drama, like, to be completely honest. So they got to figure that out. They got to figure it out quick, because me and you are going to watch every game no matter what. A lot of the people in the chat are going to watch every game no matter what. But there's a lot of casual fans out there. If the Padres start not investing or not showing that they want to win, people are going to stop caring. And that's an issue, bro. Shield Siedler wants to win. Shield wants to win. And as a fan, I want her in charge, because if she wants to win, I want to win. That's the person I want in charge. I don't even know what John Siedler looks like. I don't know what Bobby Siedler. The only thing I know about any of these guys is that his wife is a Dodgers fan. And I know that one dude in the chat's like all angry at us for showing her video. Hey, brother, that was on Instagram. It was on a public Instagram. Relax.
On a public Instagram that went private. Guess what? Anything that we post here can be clipped. It's the way
it's also on Twitter. So get mad at the guy on Twitter, brother.
It's the way the internet works. And also, you can leave if you don't want to watch it. So it's up to you. It's not going to change our day.
They relocate. Real quick, we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to get into actual pod stock, because I'm over talking about this, succession. Pods aren't relocating. Don't worry about that. The Padres will not relocate. Petco Park is a top 2, maybe number 1 ballpark in baseball. One team in town. Someone will buy the Pods before they relocate. That is not happening. Don't stress about that. I think the word relocate was a way to get people riled up. And as you could tell, it worked. Like, honestly, because the relocate thing is really close to home. If you're a real, born and raised San Diego sports fan, a lot of similarities with the Spanos stuff. Man. I will say, Matt, there's no reason. Padres are locked down at Petco till So in 30 years, we might have to have a conversation.
Is that true? The 2025? Are we sure? Because
it's 2055.
Last I saw it was 2027. So did that get renewed? Because I was under the impression that the lease is up in 2027. So if somebody can send a link in here to ensure that that's correct,
there's a lot of money in San Diego, and even though Spanos moved, there's also 2 baseball teams in LA. So don't stress about them moving to LA. So there's a lot of things. That being said, there's no reason we should even be having these conversations. And we're done having these conversations. Put them in a bed. They're not moving. And if they do move one day, you could hit me up and I'll buy you a beer and I'll say sorry. But I don't think they're moving. 2034, the lease is up. We got time. Let's talk actual pod stuff, man, because there's some real stuff going on. Luis Arraez trade rumors. Luis Arraez, obviously, we trade for him. We give up a good amount, man. We gave up Dylan Head. We gave up some dogs. We gave up some legit, prospect capital to Miami. They get these guys, and we get Luis Arraez. He comes in, honestly, started off raking for us, goes down, gets hurt in Kansas City, tears his thumb, pretty much didn't come back the same player, roughed it out, and still won a batting title. He's a one-dimensional player, but that one dimension he's the best at. He's going to get $14 million arbitration. Mike Devine, gun to your head. And I want to see in the chat too. I see Boingo, which is a great name. Boingo is there, and he says he wants to keep Arraez. What do you guys in the chat? Mike Devine, what do you think? If you're AJ Preller, are you considering keeping Arraez? Are you considering extending him with, whatever? Let's say we have some money, extending him, or are you trading him to the Yankees? What are you going to do?
Dude, I remember that first month of healthy Luis Arraez. When he's healthy, I wouldn't want anybody else up at the plate.
Yeah, he's sick.
I wouldn't want to. Maybe Tatis, maybe Merrill, but those are more just for. I guess Merrill probably number one, but Arraez never strikes out when he's on and he's healthy. He just hits, and
Yeah,
I would love to have a healthy Arraez back this year. I don't think that I don't think what we could get for Luis Arraez this year would help this team win more than Luis Arraez would help this team win this year. I get the financial argument where they're like, oh, he's making $14 million. You can trade for like a low-end starter or a mid-tier reliever that will help. But like realistically, if you can get 200 hits out of a guy that's healthy for the year, 200 hits, 320 batting average, you got to that'd be stupid to trade. It'd be stupid to trade. I don't know where we're at in terms of the team right now. We're very, very limited in depth. Do I think Luis Arraez gets traded? I think Dylan Cease gets traded over Luis Arraez if somebody.
Really?
Yeah.
So let's say Dylan Cease gets traded. What?
Orioles need him.
Well, they just got what's his name? Charlie Morton.
Come on.
I mean, they spent $15 million. I think
Orioles need him, right? They need a pitcher, and we need a left fielder if Profar doesn't come back.
Jared's got a good point. You're not going to get much for Luis Arraez.
Exactly.
So you keep him, and maybe he leaves. And let's also see healthy Luis Arraez this season. Bro, win another bat 340, win another batting title, get us to the playoffs.
Luis Arraez is a dog, bro.
I am interested to see Cease for Kyrgyzstan would be awesome. We got some holes, bro. We got some Shia LaBeoufs right now. I'm not gonna lie. Someone says they think Jake gets traded. Oh, I wanted to show you this real quick about Arraez before. Let me share my screen. So John Boy posted a video, and he said like Luis Arraez to the Bronx, and in that video on TikTok or Instagram, Luis Arraez commented with a smiley face and a backwards smiley face.
Upside down face, I believe is what that's called.
What did you say?
I said I believe that's called an upside down smiley face.
Sorry, my bad. My cat was kind of like freaking out.
Yeah.
So do you think
control that pussy? Sorry.
Come on, bro. That's crazy. I'm curious, man. I'm curious because I'm like, there's so many holes on the team. And with this, succession battle going on ownership wise, I think the only way to fill these holes is trade some of these guys, is trade a Cease, is trade an Arraez. But that's like good players.
What are you getting?
I also think, do you think you trade Arraez and get even 75 to 50 or 75% back what you gave up? I don't think so.
No, but you also traded for 2 years of a guy. I mean, it's the same situation you run into.
Oh, people are saying the stream code's fake. Damn, bro, I'm getting cooked. My bad.
The what quote?
They said the stream quote, I guess the Arraez thing might be fake. I don't know. I thought it was. I saw a couple people say that.
I have no idea what
someone said Arraez said that he's done with us and we don't want to win anymore.
Yeah,
on the stream.
I don't believe I saw that part, trade Arraez for 6 years of Yankees Warren King Light.
Yeah, King Light. Have you seen this Will Warren guy?
Yeah, if we could get Will Warren, I'd trade him in a heartbeat. Are you kidding? Listen, Luis Arraez is you have to hope. He's walking. You're not paying Luis Arraez $100 million. So
He's not going to get $100 million.
He's going to get $100
sadly, I do feel bad for him.
If he has a 340 average,
Are we going to get unmodified if we show this or no?
Monetized?
Yeah, my bad.
Jesus Christ, dude.
This dude does give off King vibes, bro.
Yeah, he does.
Also, like
King
Michael
Light
King
was actually
shout
really
out King
nasty.
Light. Whoever said that in the chat, King Light is money, bro. King Light is money. Trade him for trade. Hey, no, I love how I'm going back on it.
Michael Campbell.
Luis Arraez is sick to watch. That being said, would much rather have another starting pitcher that Ruben Niebla.
Give me a demon starter. Give me a demon starter on the back end. Let Ruben work his magic, and let's fucking sorry for cursing. Let's get after it. I don't think Luis Arraez is a guy that's going to either make or break the season this year.
Interesting. Jennifer says, I heard Stroman and part of his salary for Everson for Arraez. Everson Pereira.
What doesn't make sense to me, Jennifer, and no disrespect, is why we just don't have money. If they're not spending money, why are we eating salary?
Mike, I think we do have money, and I just think these guys don't want to spend it. So if that's the case,
but
we're set.
We're hogtied though, because this process is not getting completed prior to opening day.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this offseason we might be cooked. This offseason we might be cooked.
This could go on for years, dude. These are legal proceedings, trust and estates. Like, these are not quick processes to determine who.
I like this Will Warren guy though, dude.
Over a $2 billion entity.
We getting rid of Crone's zone? Crone's contract. Let's go to Crone's contract real quick. I'm going to show you guys Jake Cronenworth's contract because it's actually looking way better than it did 2 years ago when it comes to how other guys are getting paid. Crone's 30, about to turn 31 in 2 weeks. So happy early birthday, Crone. He's making, 11 mil a year or 12 mil a year next year. And that's until he's 37. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years left on his deal. That's a lot of years. Probably not going to be able to trade that.
The glove,
because the issue is
the glove for Cronenworth will always play, which is a good thing, especially if he stays at first base. Doesn't really matter if you're still a good first baseman. You're a good first baseman pretty much up until he's 36. He'll be an unrestricted free agent. He'll still be a good first baseman at 36 years old. Now,
just can't hit, bro.
The issue is that his bat has drastically decreased every single season since his rookie year. He has not improved hitting wise at all.
This picture is hilarious, bro. Hey, crack a smile, Crony.
Crone had a good start to last year. I thought he might have turned a corner, and then he just kind of fell off.
These stats are just not gonna cut it, is what I'm saying. So
go down to his career career splits though. Go down to year by year. His year by year. I will. 5 WAR in 2021. He gets that contract. Man, like his first 2 years, you look at him, you're like, this guy's a top fucking 3 second baseman in the league right now.
Yeah, he was. Oh man, I was all in on the Crone.
33 doubles, 21 homers. Oh man, his on base percentage has gone down every year. It's just like
that's the thing. It's Jake,
what are we doing, Jake?
Jake Cronenworth turns into a 760, 770 OPS guy with his defense. That's a good contract.
Where is that going to come from, Matt? He's not, listen, you could make that argument for a guy that's 23, a guy that's 24. Buddy's engaged. He's about to get married. He's about to have kids. This guy's he's past the improvement range. He's past. Jurickson Profar is an outlier for a guy late in stage.
Yeah, that is another thing that we have to talk about too. I'll pull up Pro, but we have to talk about how we got so lucky with Profar, $1 million becoming like a top.
And also, Jackson in the comments
player in the league last year.
Jackson in the comments saying Crone's washed. Crone's not washed. He was just never that good. He's a solid MLB player. He is not an all-star MLB player. That's fine. We don't need him to be an all-star MLB player, but we do need him to have a 740 OPS. If he can bring that OPS up to 740, 750, he becomes a steal of a
He's
deal.
never been that good. That's crazy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He was decent.
Okay, fake season 2020, 2021, great year. Off a cliff, off a cliff, off a cliff.
He had a tough one.
He did improve, though. We got to give him some credit. From 2023 to 2024, he did improve. So maybe this year he jumps back up into 2021 range.
Dude, give me a 120 and give me a two-time All-Star. There's a lot of and I don't want this to be a Jake Cronenworth roast episode. But that second All-Star game was as fluky Matsui as it possibly gets. Bogey, please, brother. Guess what?
Michael, I'll take my arm off if you
25 home runs and 70 RBIs is hilarious too. So
that's like unprecedented numbers.
I don't know, man. I'm scared. I'm scared that we are next offseason. Michael King will be a free agent. Dylan Cease will be a free agent. Arraez will be a free agent. Lot of moving pieces, a lot of money tied down into older players. Our farm system is ranked on average bottom 5 in baseball right now. We have shown AJ Preller is a genius when it comes to rebuilding the farm. How do you, because I have some takes, but how would you tell the average Padres fan why you should be excited, going into spring training after this offseason?
We get to watch the demon Michael King again. We get to watch year number 2 of Jackson Merrill, who out of all people on that team wants to win more than anybody, I would say. Maybe outside of like the pitchers, but out of all hitters on the team, he's definitely the one that wants to win most. We get to see entering prime Fernando Tatis Jr. He has not reached his prime yet. The dude has just turned 26 years old. As a 26-year-old myself, our prime is yet to come. Okay, it's only up from here. Tatis is about to reach his prime or enter that prime. So this is a year where listen, I don't know how it's going to go. Okay, I agree with you in the sense that Preller always seems to make it work.
Dude, he's a genius.
He knows how to put
Preller's PR is
out there, even when he's got Numbnut 1 and Numbnut 2 trying to hold him down. Even though he's got that, I still have faith in Preller. I don't think this is the lineup that we're going to see. I totally anticipate once Roki makes his decision, all these moves are going to flurry in by us, especially when it's not to us, unfortunately. But I think he's holding out because, listen, it's pretty obvious to the outside viewer that if you get Roki Sasaki on a rookie contract, Dylan Cease becomes expendable. Because he's on a year deal. You can either say, hey, we can trade him somewhere else and get some return, or we can run the risk of him leaving in free agency. We're not paying Dylan Cease. So that's really okay. I love this.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. Jose, who is a great Twitter follow. If you guys are on Twitter, one of my favorite guys to follow. Hot take. 24-inning disaster is a blessing in disguise. Knowing all the lawsuit drama coming up, the casuals would have supported the Siedler brothers on ownership if last year's team made it far. Incredible comment. Incredible. As all-time copers, I will be using this. So, Jose, you win comment of the day, brother. This is fantastic. That being said, 24 innings will stay with me for the rest of my life until we win a World Series. I think there's some reasons to be actually really excited about the 2025 Padres. And I'm not just saying that because, we do these shows and we have season tickets. We watch all the games. Dude, this team is still legit, bro.
Very.
Manny Machado is not out of his prime yet. Xander Bogaerts, who's struggled with us, there's not one person on the world who wants Xander Bogaerts to be better than Xander Bogaerts. I think Xander Bogaerts, I saw he ran like 6 miles on his Instagram story. I'm like, good for Xander. Hey, give me a Xander Bogaerts renaissance season, a healthy Xander Bogaerts season. Prime Toddy, that dude is dancing in the Dominican this offseason. He's vibing out. He's going to come in. He's going to come in loosey-goosey, ready to rock. Jackson Merrill, balling out, going to the Post Malone concerts. I saw a picture of my guy, Randy Vasquez, dripping, bro. dripping. We're still a any baseball article right now going into 2025, all our top 10 teams, we're around 7 to 10 in every single one. There's still a lot, bro. We get a Xander year. We get Toddy balling. Also, guess who's on the horizon? Ethan, Leo. All we're going to do this offseason too, even if we don't land Roki, we got that. We got to deal with some other, 17-year-old kid. The farm's going to get rebuilt. We will make some deals if needed. Either, Dylan Cease getting traded, Michael King getting traded, Arraez. We're going to make it work. With Preller in control, and I know this is crazy to say because there's been times in the 10 years that I'm like, this guy sucks. There's no one I'd rather have as our GM in this current spot than AJ Preller.
Completely agree.
He's made chicken salad out of chicken shit. Last offseason, the Juan Soto trade could have ended this franchise. Imagine, guys, before we, go on, and go on with our day.
And first off, Matt, before you go into this point, I just want to shout out Mikey Brown for the donation. We appreciate it.
Oh, wow.
Means a lot. Thank you very
Dude,
much.
Mike, our first ever donation
on the show. That's very, very nice.
Dude,
really appreciate it.
That's an awesome moment, man. Hey, Mikey, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. It's actually really nice. I think it's this, Mike. And thank you, Mikey. Imagine how shitty this would be if Preller didn't cook on that Juan Soto trade. Because that Juan Soto trade ends up getting us both Michael King, we flip Drew Thorpe, we get Dylan Cease. Then in the offseason, who did Preller sign? He signed Donovan Solano. He signed David Peralta. He cooked last year. So you got to give this guy credit. Last year, did we spend a ton of money in the offseason?
No.
We didn't. We didn't spend shit. We traded we let Michael Walker go. We let Seth Lugo go. Guys, we have a magician as GM. Are we going to beat the Dodgers? We're not. The Dodgers are stacked. Can we beat the Dodgers in a playoff series? 100%. Baseball is a crazy sport. The last 20 years, there's been 13 World Series winners. This isn't football. It's not the Chiefs that are going to win every year. This isn't football. It's about getting hot. The New York Mets going into June last year sucked. They made it to the NLCS. It's all about getting hot. The Pods were 42-40 or whatever, or 42-40, or 42-42 at the All-Star break. We play that series against Cleveland. We go on a fucking fat run.
Yeah.
People forget the first half of the season.
Yeah.
We weren't that great. Coming off of 2023, that wasn't that great.
Dude, people forget.
Dude, hey, guys,
people forget the DSG stream first
Thank
game.
you so much, A. Martin Sooth.
Appreciate that a lot. You guys are the best.
Dude, honestly, so nice.
If anybody remembers that DSG Modelo stream, first game off of the All-Star break, when we watched the Cleveland Guardians shut us out 7-0, I thought after that, I'm like, oh, man, we suck. Ripped off, I think, like 18 out of 20. Go on a fat run.
Dude,
make a
that's what
couple moves at the deadline for Jason
bro.
Adam, Tanner Scott. You know what's crazy? And it feels like, the Modelo helmet.
We're gonna do Modelo. I'm doing dry January.
Here. We're doing dry January. So fortunately, no baseball's on yet. But come March, come April, we're back at it. First week, Modelo stream is gonna go absolutely nuts. But really, like, when it comes down to it, this team the pen is stacked, right?
Yeah, we have a good pen, man.
If you have a good pen and you get one more starter, there's still people out there on the market. The market's still there's still some fish to go and get. Now, the issue, Matt, and this is the issue that we have to figure out, is this something that Preller's not going to be able to make another splash? Or is this something that he's going to have to do everything via trade? Because if he has to do everything via trade, we're going to be in this continuous cycle of, hey, we have one more year of control for this guy, like next offseason, Jason Adam or something. We're like, we have one more year of control. Do we keep him? But do we keep him or do we trade him? We have one more year of control. That's the issue we're going to start running into if we're not able to lock these guys down.
I completely agree.
There's one way for the brothers to make an impact this offseason outside of getting Roki. That's not really up in their hands. If you extend Jackson Merrill, it's not going to happen. But if you put
Or
money,
Michael King's more realistic. If you extend Michael King,
you
get a lot of good grace, man.
You get
Brady,
a lot of
thank
good
you so
grace.
much, brother. I appreciate all the love, man.
You guys, donations are coming in. You guys
Oh,
are
dude, JD,
nice.
man, and sorry about the mean comments before. I didn't really mean it to you. I just meant we were just posting. We were a little angry at that girl, to be completely honest, and we don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I
don't
hope
know
it
Mrs.
doesn't.
Siedler or Alicia Siedler. We just don't
She'd
like
be
her
a
right
great
now.
woman, but she doesn't like our favorite baseball team. So unfortunately, we are forced to not like her.
And thank you so much, JD.
Yeah, you're the man for that. Just absolutely appreciate everybody in here. I mean, this has been it's good to get invent.
And we're gonna, and also we're just announcing it now. Not really a crazy announcement, but Monday, Wednesday streams here on out until spring training. So it's either if we're both here, perfect. If not, one of us will do the stream. We might have a special guest on, but we're gonna be doing live streams Monday through Wednesday until spring training. Thank you, UB. Before we end this episode, we got like 2 more things. I gotta eat dinner. But let me show you guys remaining
Also,
free agents.
while Matt's pulling it up, WWE Raw on Netflix. Watch the first hour. Absolutely fire. Cena's back. It's besides the point. Let's get into the
for dinner, Sean. I also love the Uncut Gems picture. Salmon trying to eat healthier. Coming to get the Unks paid.
That's crazy.
Tirso Ornelas is gonna be
crazy.
sick. We're all in on the Tirso train, by the way. Especially if we don't bring back Pro, we're all in on the Tirso train. Lewis cooked us there. All right.
Marco,
so if you guys can see here,
Marco, thank you so much.
Marco, my man, brother. Thank you. Post game streams as well. Whenever we're in town, we're gonna rip the post games. But we travel a decent amount for just like random shit. But we will be doing as many as we can. All right, let's look at remaining backup catchers for us right now. Elias Diaz is still available. Obviously, was a pod last year. James McCann, who is widely regarded as a really well-loved teammate, not a great player. Yan Gomes, who kills the Padres. I have a weird feeling that Yan Gomes would sneaky be I think Yan Gomes would it be he's been such a Padres killer.
Killer of the pods. But dude, is that saying -0.1 WAR, man? What are we doing?
Hey, thank you, Mikey Brown, bro. Real quick before we get back into the 24 team felt like it had more fight late in games and extra innings. Oh, that's another thing. Mikey, completely right. Mike Shilt's a great manager, bro. Mike Shilt's the manager for this team. Mike Schilt is a stud. Mike Schilt, Schilt Daddy Baseball. Schilt Daddy Baseball is what we saw this year. We're in a really, really good spot with Mike Schilt and AJ Preller, regardless of what's going on in the ownership, because the fans are still going to show up. The team wants to win. You think Manny Machado wants to win a World Series?
Yeah.
Before he retires? He does. And guess what? Manny Machado's a Padre for 10 more years. You think Xander Bogaerts wants to win another one? Think Tatis wants to? These guys want to win, bro.
You know what, too, Matt? And Mikey, that's a great question, and I agree. I think the fight will continue due to Mike Schilt.
Damn, but Joe with a big donation, bro. $10.
Man.
Oh,
damn. You guys are going crazy. Man. You guys are going crazy.
Dude, that's crazy.
What's really nuts is that you have to believe that these players are seeing all this shit unfold too. Like, you think Manny Machado's looking at Shield kind of gets screwed by Peter's brothers, and he's like, this isn't right. This isn't what I want.
I got sent, some homie on Instagram sent me this, and it was a Eduardo on Instagram. If you're watching, Eduardo, you're the homie. Appreciate you sending this. Jackson Merrill to his Instagram. Our homies Terrible Padres memes in LFGSD. They posted Shield's note, and on the likes, if you guys could see, Merrill liked the.
That's what I'm talking.
So dude, shout out to Eduardo, guys. This isn't like
he knows. This could really be the most. Ready for some optimism? Ready for some crazy optimism right now? I'm about to hit you with some crazy optimism. This situation is going to bring the entire city of San Diego together, rally behind Shield and the Padres. Shield's going to get sole ownership of the Padres, or become the spokesperson of the Padres.
Controller.
And the Padres are going to win the 2025 World Series, and a decade of dominance begins. Matt, I've said it before. When we lost to the Dodgers, what did I say? I said, look at the Red Sox in 2003 and 2004. They lose in the ALCS on a walk-off homer by Aaron Boone.
Yep.
They win the next year. They win 4 rings in 15 years. It's going to happen. It's our time, and it's going to happen. This is setting up perfectly. It's terrible that it has to be family versus family. That's very sad, but the city is going to rally behind Shield. The team is going to rally behind Shield, and what is going to happen is magic. The Padres are going to win the 2025 World Series. Preller's going to do what he does best. He's going to get a couple slapdick prospects sent out there for a great bullpen arm at the end of the deadline, and we're going to go and do it.
Thanks, Feige.
We're going to do it, okay? That's what's going to happen.
Mike, I mean, I think we might have to end it on that note, bro, because you were
Optimism,
cooking.
baby. Radical optimism.
Guys,
Felipa.
the thing with the DSG and the thing with the Padres fan base, we've been in San Diego sports in general. We've been through a lot of shit. This situation with the Siedler's family right now, just another thing. But guess what? We move on. We can't wait for spring training. We're 80 days away from opening day. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be partying with all. Dry January will be done. We'll be partying with all you guys at Petco, at Bubs. The vibes are going to be high. We're going to be streaming on Wednesday. Hopefully we get some new news. Hopefully not necessarily bad news. And guess what? Roki Sasaki still hasn't signed. Maybe we get the roadster. Maybe we get the roadster. Hey, thank you every single person. Thank you every single person for donating. Honestly, can't even believe that we got donations like when we started doing this stuff.
A lot, man. We just love talking ball with everybody in the chat. It's super
and appreciate
fun.
Everybody at the state game that said hi. You guys are dope. That was really nice. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday, and we'll be back on Wednesday. Shout out the pod. Shout out SD. Peace.
We need that a move to hit like crack, bro.